While basketball is obviously a team sport, it's one of the easier ones for a particular player to take over a game. The best players have the ability to carry their teams on their back on any given night, or even for an entire series on the game's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. Here are 8 NBA stars who carried their team to a title. 2006, Miami Heat, Dwyane Wade. In just his third season in the league at the age of 24, Dwyane Wade led his Miami Heat squad to their first ever NBA title. The Heat took down the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games after losing the first 2. After going down 0-2 in the series, Wade knew his team needed more from him, and he took his play to another level. He was the leading scorer in games 3 through 6, averaging nearly 40 points per game. For the series as a whole, he averaged 34.7 points, 7.8 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and 2.7 steals per game. While some assumed Wade needed Shaquille O'Neal's help to win this ring, the Mavericks actually held the Big Diesel in check for the most part. Shaq averaged only 13.7 points and 10.2 rebounds per game in that series. It was one of the first of many legendary performances from the young Wade, who would later go on to become a Miami Heat icon over the course of his career. 2009, Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant. The Black Mamba wasted no time taking care of the Magic as the Lakers cruised to a 4-1 series victory over Orlando. This was significant for Kobe Bryant and his legacy at the time, as he had never won a ring without Shaq by his side prior to this. Bryant was determined to prove he could win one on his own, and that's exactly what he did, averaging 32.4 points, 5.6 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 1.4 steals, and 1.4 blocks per game against the Magic in the 5-game series. Despite lacking much scoring support, only one other Laker averaged more than 15 points per game in that series. It didn't matter because Kobe was on a mission. He was the leading scorer in 4 of those 5 games, including a 40-point performance in Game 1 that set the tone for the series. Bryant was surgical from the opening tip-off of Game 1, and Dwight Howard's Magic never stood a chance. 1996, Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan. With a 6-0 record in the finals, Michael Jordan could choose from a handful of different performances to highlight, but his play in 1993 was particularly remarkable, even by his ultra-high standards. On his way to capturing his 3rd straight championship ring, Jordan put up video game-like numbers against Charles Barkley's Suns. He led all scorers in each of the 6 games of the series, averaging an astounding 41 points per game. Jordan didn't just score against Phoenix, he excelled in all facets of the game, averaging 8.5 rebounds, 6.3 assists, and 1.7 steals per contest. His shooting was particularly impressive, with over 50% from the field and 40% from beyond the arc. Simply put, the Suns had no answer for Jordan as he secured his 3rd consecutive championship. Jordan's dominance in this series has provided ongoing fodder for Shaq's playful jabs at Charles Barkley for not having a ring during NBA on TNT. 2016, Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James. LeBron James' performance in the 2016 NBA Finals was truly iconic and historic. He not only carried a Cavaliers team with less than stellar rosters to the finals, but also achieved what seemed nearly impossible, coming back from a 3-1 deficit against the Golden State Warriors, who had set a regular season record with 73 wins. This victory ended Cleveland's 52-year professional sports title drought, adding immense significance to LeBron's legacy, especially since he grew up near the city. Throughout the series, LeBron's stats were phenomenal, almost averaging a triple-double per game. His chase-down block of Andre Iguodala in the closing minutes of Game 7 encapsulated the sheer effort and skill he exerted to secure the championship. Both this pivotal play and the entire series will be remembered as defining moments in NBA history. 2011, Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki secured his only NBA title in 2011 when he and the Dallas Mavericks stunned the basketball world. They defeated Miami's Big Three of LeBron James, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh in just 6 games. This victory was considered a major upset, as many had expected Miami's star-studded lineup to dominate and potentially win multiple championships. However, Dirk's exceptional performance, averaging 26 points and 9.7 rebounds per game, showcased his unstoppable mid-range game. Despite being the lone all-star on his team compared to Miami's trio of all-stars, Dirk led the Mavericks past significant challenges, including sweeping the two-time defending champion Lakers and defeating the Thunder in the conference finals, where Oklahoma City boasted a young big three of James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant. Before we end our video, this are the other players who carried Thier team to championship. Tim Duncan, 2003 NBA Finals vs. New Jersey Nets. Hakeem Olajuwon, 1995 NBA Finals vs. Orlando Magic. Shaquille O'Neal, 2000 NBA Finals vs. Indiana Pacers.